Hi, I'm Allison Moorer. I'm a singer-songwriter, writer, producer, mother, wife, sister, friend. I wrote a memoir of my childhood, which tells the story of my parents' murder-suicide, which occurred in 1986 when I was 14 years old. What happened was my father was an abusive alcoholic, among many other wonderful things. But he could not control his drinking and therefore could not control his behavior. My mother was traumatized and was unable to remove herself or my sister and me from the situation. When she did finally leave him, he could not handle it, and he ended up shooting my mother and himself on the front lawn of the house that she had rented to get my sister and me away from him. At the ripe old age of 51, which is what I am now, what I'm realizing is I did not get through it. I survived. I survived it. At that time, I went to live with my aunt and uncle, my mother's younger sister, which was about a 3-hour drive away. I began a new school, started 10th grade, and lost my grandmother all within the space of about 10 days from the date of my parents' deaths. So I very quickly understood that what I was to do was carry on, because what had happened was so sort of unfathomable for the entire family on both sides. Everyone was shattered. I was not put into therapy. I wasn't cared for any differently than I would have been had it not happened. So I just sort of went about my life. I graduated high school. I went to college. I got a bachelor's degree. I entered the music business. My sister was already in the music business. I ended up making records. I ended up, doing all these things and being super productive in my life, trying to figure out something to really just hold on to, I think, to bolster my very poor self-image and identity. And I've had a lot of ups and downs, and I've had difficulty having relationships. I've had difficulty feeling okay. I've had difficulty feeling safe in my life. What I know now is that I have to do work to go back and figure out some things, untangle some things that never had an opportunity to become untangled. That it's important for a person to have personal safety and agency, even when they're a child. And what we need to do as human beings is evolve up to that standard of protecting the development of people, being taught how to receive love and how to give love. I have learned that that is the most important skill a person can have. Being able to effectively express oneself is an absolutely invaluable tool. Get the child immediately into treatment. Do not let that thing close. Do not let that openness close. Do not let that person feel responsible, feel alone, feel, of course, because what they're going to face is a myriad of abandonment issues for the rest of their lives, regardless of what the situation was before. It's so complicated, right? To start to think about, okay, here's what happened to me. Here's the road I went down. Here's how hard it was for me to start to figure out what I was doing to mess my life up over and over again. Oh, what I want to say is, whatever gets you to that work quicker, do that. Start recovering now.